Hello, friends. Let's begin. Just where you are sitting, let's take a moment to connect to the breath and close your eyes and begin to breathe through the nose. And breath in, you feel your belly expanding. And with the breath out, let the belly draw back to the spine. Take another moment here. Now we're going to come into hands and knees right away. And we'll do a few cat cows. You tuck the toes under. So check with the knees, they're right under the hips and your wrist under the shoulders. Inhale, shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, round into your back. Inhale again, shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, round. In and out. Inhale. And then exhale. Take a deep breath in. Now with exhale, send the hips up to down dog. Let's take a moment here in down dog. You can soften through the knees and press the chest towards your thighs and sending the hips a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Good. Now we're going to bend knees halfway down and open through the chest, right? Like a tabletop, but the knees are off the ground. And then exhale back to down dog. And again, bend the knees, open through the chest, aligning through the back. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale again. And then exhale. And one more time here, breath in and breath out. Pause, inhale, and then exhale. Okay, now again, bend the knees halfway and then straighten your left leg back behind you. And then exhale, bend that left knee, inhale, right the leg back behind you. And then bend your both knees and back to down dog. We'll repeat this. Bend both knees halfway down. Inhale left. Exhale, take it back. Inhale right straight. And then exhale, bend it back. And then go for down dog again. Take a moment and breathe out. Good. Drop the knees down. Step your right foot between your hands and grab the blocks. And lift the back knee off the ground. Good. Take a moment here. Inhale. Exhale. Now engage through the core. Keep your right knee over the ankle. Your back leg strong and engaged. Inhale here. And then exhale, stay. Now, another option is to have the blocks on a highest level if you'd like. Okay? So they're all options here. Pick what works for you today. Inhale and breathe out, stay. Take another moment. And then drop the knee down. Switch left foot between the hands. Low lunge on the other side. Adjust your blocks if you need. Long breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Drop the back knee down. And step back into hands and knees and then down dog. Look between your hands, soften through the knees. Now you're going to step your left foot back and bend into your right knee for warrior one. Turn your back toes in. So left foot out to the left, right foot out to the right. So this distance between your feet is pretty wide, so you can turn your hips forward and then bend the front knee, arms over the head. And then exhale, release the arms down by side. So we'll move this way. When you bend the knee and reach the arms out, now push the back foot on the ground. Exhale. 3 more times. Inhale. And then exhale. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Hands on the hips. Move the front foot in the middle of the mat and then come onto the back of the toes of the back foot. So you're lifting the heel off the ground and you bend the front knee and reach the arms up into high lunge here. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good. Now you're going to twist to the right and you'll stay here. In and out. Now, if you want to challenge your balance, turn your head all the way to the right, looking towards that right fingers, right, right hand, maybe all the way back. Inhale, exhale, stay. Soft eyes will help with the balance, and then bring your head back to center, and then come back to center. Inhale here. And then exhale, release the hands down. Drop the back knee down, release the back into hands and knees, and then go for down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Breath in, come into back bend. And then exhale back to down dog. Now inhale, left leg up, and then step it between your hands. Now drop the back foot on the ground and then come up. All the way up. Hands on the hips. Take a moment to step the left foot out to the left, right foot out to the right, and turn the hips forward. And bend the front knee. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, relax the top of the shoulders. Warrior one on the other side. So you're turning your hips forward, you press the back foot firm on the ground, and then exhale, arms down by your side, straight knee. Inhale, bend the knee, arms over the hand. Exhale, release. Inhale, and then exhale, and breath in, and breath out. Inhale, exhale, and we'll do one more time. Breath in and breath out. Have the hands on the hips. Move the front foot in the middle of the mat and come onto the ball of the back foot on a high lunge on the other side. Bend the front knee now and reach the arms over the head. Inhale. And then exhale, twist to the left. Keep your left knee nicely bent. You can stay here with your head either to the right or forward at the arm level. Now, if you want to challenge your balance, shifting your eyes, turning the head all the way to the left towards your left fingertips. In and out, stay. Inhale, exhale, stay. Good. Come back to center. And then release. Your hands down on the ground. Drop the back knee down. Hands and knees, and then down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Breath in into upward facing dog. And then exhale, hands and knees. Back to down dog. Inhale, and then exhale, stay. Good. Soften through the knees and then Step forward in front of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms around and up. And then exhale, arms down by side on your hips. Now, having your hands on the hips, let's begin to shift the weight into the right foot, bend into your left, and then turning that knee out to the side, opening through the hip for a tree pose. So we'll work here on the balance. Now, you have some options where you either have the foot at the ankle, right, or up onto your calf, or up high onto your inner thigh. So they're all options. Pick what works for you, right? See where you are with your balance and begin from there, and then gradually by moving it higher if you need. Now, if you have your foot here on the calf, press that calf onto your foot and foot into the calf at the same time, right? Lifting from your left hip up, and then have the hands at the center for now, or at the hips. It's another option. Once you found your center, your balance, see if you can reach the arms up over the head. Up. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, stay. Breath in, breath out, stay. Good. And then release your hands down onto the hips. Release your left foot. And then releasing your right leg for now, before we do the second side. Bend into your right. Open that knee out to the right. Soft left knee. Now, do the same variation you did the first side. So either if you did the calf, stay here with your calf. If you did your, I wanted to say if you did the ankle, stay with your ankle. And if you did the calf, now have that foot on the calf or all the way up into your ear. Whatever you did the first side, do the second one. Now lifting from this hip, right? Up, engaging through the core nicely. Good. Soft toes of that standing foot. And then reach the arms up over the head when you're ready with your balance. Now, what really helps with the balance is your eyes. Right? Soft, steady gaze. Right? Not too concentrated, right? Not all the way around, right? So take a point right in front of you and softly gaze at it. Breath in, breath out. Good. And bringing the knee back to center, release your hands, and then release that foot down. Okay. Very good. Now we're going to come back into hands and knees. So take your time to come into hands and knees. And you'll have your left knee at the center, and then you'll have your left hand at the center of the mat, and then straighten the right leg back behind you. Now the toes of your left foot pointing towards the arch of the ring, right? So they're in alignment here. Now, so make sure that the right foot is on the glutes. Now begin to open the chest to the side. Now engage slightly through the core and then open your chest all the way to the right. Now reach your right arm up over the head. Soft, concentrated gaze will help in the balance. If you want to challenge your balance, go ahead and move your head up towards the ceiling, towards your right fingers. Keep reaching through the right hip up. Engage through the core. Soft and steady gaze will help with your balance. And breath. Good. And then slowly begin to release and come back at the center. And then we'll do the other side. I will turn sideways so I can face you. Now right foot at the middle of the mat. You stay where you are. And then turn, straighten your left leg back behind you and the right hand in at the center of the mat as well. Take a moment here to find your ground first, your balance, then begin to open to the left by opening the chest. Okay. Now take a moment to find a soft, concentrated gaze with your eyes at the point in front of you, somewhere maybe on the ground for now. Then reach that arm up. Now, when you found your balance, your center, begin to turn your gaze and maybe turning the head up towards your left fingers, up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, stay. Inhale, and then exhale, stay. Okay, and then slowly release. Then release that hand down and come back into hands and knees and then go for down dog. Relax the head and the neck down completely. Now inhale, plank. Your body's in a straight line. Then you move your hips forward and back. And then go ahead and send the hips up to down dog again. Head and neck relaxed. Take another moment here. Okay, and then drop the knees down. So to your right side and then have your feet right in front of you. Okay, now you're going to grab the back of your thighs with your hands. Sit up straight and tall and then lift your feet off the ground. You're balancing yourself on your sitting bones. Breathe. Strong through the core. Soft eyes. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Breath in. Breath out, stay. Take another moment. Good. And then release the feet right in front of you. Right? And we'll do one more time. But this time we'll have arms forward, but first you go ahead and lift your feet off the ground, parallel to the ground. Then straighten the arms. Inhale, exhale, stay. Inhale, and then exhale, stay. Take another moment. And then exhale, release your feet in front of you and fold over your thighs, having one foot in front of another. Fold forward. Okay, and then come back to sit up straight. Now go ahead and have your feet wide apart. So you might have your feet that's like really wide, as I have them here. This is too much for you. You can have them closer in here. So if you're rounding into your back and you're leaning back like this, I suggest that you have your feet, your legs a little bit closer in the distance, so it's comfortable for you to sit up straight and tall. So first, feel your sitting bones on the ground, lengthen into the back, and then spread the legs as wide as it's comfortable for you. With your toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Sit up straight and tall with your, and also the legs, if they will rotate outwards this way, see if you can turn them in. And if this is not possible, feel like it's too much, again, having the distance between the legs smaller will give you the proper alignment first, and then move from that place where you're holding forward. Now, sitting up straight, you may feel already a lot of a stretch at the back of the leg, so you can stay here. If you need to fold over to feel a little bit a deeper stretch, you can do that. Now go back to your breath. Feeling your sitting bones on the ground, the legs properly engaged, and feeling them on the ground as well. You fold over your thighs. Inhale, and then exhale, fold. Now going back to your breathing. Take a deep full breath, elongate into your spine. Then exhale. Stay. And then come back when you're ready. Help your legs to bring them back together. And then turn, sitting forward, whatever you're facing, with your legs straight forward on the mat. And we'll do another stretch here where you have your hands back behind you first. Sit up straight and tall, aligning to your spine. And you might find yourself rounding here as well, like this, right? So see if you can, maybe if you need to bend the knees, right? You can do that, to bend the knees and sit a little bit taller. And then move from this place. Okay. And here, you might want to use a strap, right? And it's going to help you with alignment. Right? So you sit up straight and tall, and then you fold over. Inhale, and then exhale. Good. Stay with the breath. Softening into the stretch. Relaxing into the stretch. Okay, and then slowly come back and taking the strap to the side. And then you lie down on the back for Shavasana. Take your time. You can hug the knees to the chest for a moment, massage the lower back. And then stretch the legs forward. Arms comfortably by your side. And let the body rest completely. Each and every part of your body softens. Beginning from your toes, up ankles, knees, hips, all the way up shoulders, elbows, and then fingers relaxed. Soften through the facial muscles. Your chest and your belly is relaxed now. breath out. And begin to stretch the arms. Stretch nicely one side and then the other. And bend the knees, hug them towards your chest and rock side to side. And then roll over to your side.